free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Oh, Ben Simmons. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Flushes it home.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Butler. Short jumper off the mark. The follow won't go either. To Fournier. Off the assist.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Aaron Gordon stuffs it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
They work it down to Gordon. To Fournier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. Butler into the front court. His team down 9. His first effort off the mark. Layup goes down. Well done. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. So far, all magic. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Orlando ball. To Fournier. Here's a chance from long range. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Out of bounds, off Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Simmons to Butler. Deep 2 there, won't go.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Nikola Vucevic sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's 2 for 2 now.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nearing impossible. No getting through.
5, Ed. That's 5 blocks tonight.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
And scores. Strong take.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Trailing by 14. Textbook defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Ben Simmons knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Fournier. Fires the 3. Rebound cleared by Philly. Knocked loose. Out of bounds the call off Jonathan Isaac. Butler buries it into three. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. That's it for the first half. All Magic so far.
Foul.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Count the basket inside.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
J.J. Redick. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the...
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Shot from in close, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Number 17, J.J. Redick.
Got it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Great dish to set it up. And a rim rocker. Joel Embiid. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ball game.
That pass stolen by Orlando.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Quarter 3 at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. So far, all Magic. It's been a compelling game so far. The 4th quarter is underway. Butler to bring it up. The deficit now up to 13. Beyond the arc for 3. And Jimmy Butler adds 3. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Butler, he has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
To Simmons. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Whoa! What a finish. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Off the mark, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Isaac goes to the right side. Gordon. Off the mark. No good. Fires the three. And it's Simmons with the rebound. To Butler. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Crazy shot that time. No good. For three. Can't connect. Butler into the front court. Two-point advantage. That won't go. To Vucevic. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Nikola Vucevic swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
That misses with a second to go. The Magic secure the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point.